already recording.
I'm in a mood.
Yes.
Am I?
You seem like stressed out about something.
Stop. I'm always stressed. Okay, is this like correct? I feel like I'm...
Like especially so. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Yay. Wait, oh my God, no. Cee Cee, we're supposed to like have our 3-minute talk about like what we're going to talk about before.
No,
but,
because what that ultimately does every single time is we end up either not talking about it or talking too much about it in the beginning, and then we run out of things to talk
You're
about.
right, and then you have to undergo my terrible segues.
Right.
So
Yikes. Welcome.
Hello, welcome.
We started so quickly, Ken didn't even know that we'd started.
No, I didn't. I'm still kind of adjusting. My name is Ken.
Yeah, I'm Cee Cee. This is the show.
The dramatic pause. Yeah, no, that was it.
Yeah. So you're all in one piece.
I am all in one piece. I was just telling Cee Cee, like, I just I don't like interacting with people.
Yeah.
So something throws off the simulation when I like came downstairs and there were like people there and I like, normally grab my beer or whatever. And I was just like, system does not compute how to react in this alternative scenario.
Yeah.
But we're alive and
Nothing
we're
to
here.
be afraid of.
Yeah, you're right.
How's your day?
My day was pretty good. Work from home.
Nice.
Life, which is really cute. But I feel like guilty because I feel like a lot of time I'm like not doing anything.
So true.
But like
I got a phone call today while I was working from like a client, but like I was working from home, so I had like Netflix on.
Yeah.
And she was like, I guess she could hear it. She was like, "Is this a bad time?" I was like, "No, girlie. I'm sitting at home on my couch, but like I'm working from home, so like let me find the remote so I can pause the TV."
No, literally, that's
Oops.
the thing. It's like it's sad because I find the days that I work from home, my screen time is higher than like other
for sure.
days. Because
For
it's
sure.
like, what do I do besides just like mindlessly like scroll?
And
like,
you have to look at multiple screens at once.
yeah,
All of them. Your
Yeah.
TV's got to be on, your computer's got to be on, and you've got to be on your phone all at the same
yeah,
time.
exactly. It's a lot of stimulation for sure.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, it's nice though. I also worked from home today, and my one meeting that I had at 9:30 got canceled. So you know what I did?
That is so hot.
Rolled back over. It was
my God.
awesome.
Yes.
Just laid in bed.
And, like at first, this is my first work from home situation, so like I felt guilty at first, especially because like I'm still paid by the hour.
Yeah.
So it's like when I'm not like I feel like I have to be like doing something like all
Every
moments
second.
of the like day.
I used to feel that way when
You
I
know?
worked from home and got paid by the hour too.
Yeah, and it's just like
It's not realistic.
yeah.
And the people who are getting paid the full amount of money are definitely not doing that either.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I have to like remind myself. It's like also like I'm still carving out the time of my day to be here if I need to be available.
Exactly. It's your availability. That's
Yeah.
something that my mom has reminded me. Working doesn't necessarily mean you need to be working diligently of all the hours. You just need to be available too.
Yeah.
I think that's a nice way to think about it.
That is. And honestly, now that I've like talked to someone else, like I feel a little bit better about it. 'Cause
Yeah.
still I was kind of just like, you know what, vibes.
Right.
But-
Obviously, like, get your shit done. But
Yeah.
also,
Yeah. But that's the thing is like I feel like I'm pretty efficient. So I
Me
like get my
too.
shit done fast and then I'm like, okay, now what?
Yeah.
And it's like I like since I just started this job, I've kind of been like, oh, like let me help like more.
no, don't do that.
You know, and it's
don't
like
do
yeah.
it. It's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
My college boss, she told me one time, literally took me into her office and said, "Cee Cee, you work too fast." And I was like, "What?" Because I was like a little like senior. I was like, "What do you mean?" And she said, "Don't ever let anybody know how quickly you can get things done. Otherwise, they're going to give you more work that you don't need to be doing." I was like, "Queen,
Yeah.
thanks for telling me that." And I've honestly kept that in my head often.
Yeah.
Like, not that I'm not working, but like that I don't need to take on more than I should.
You're
you know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah. And it's like I was like trying to do this thing where like I was trying to set my expectations like not too high,
Yeah.
but also at the same time I'm trying to impress them so that they would like hire me
You have to
on.
find the perfect balance.
Yeah,
between
no,
the
there
two.
definitely is. And I
Yeah.
think I found that sweet spot. But then it got to the point where they were just kind of like packing on the things. And I was just like, okay,
Hold on.
whoa.
Let's pump the
slow
brakes a
down.
little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't say I like to work. I
Right.
just can.
I can. I don't. Doesn't mean I will.
Yeah,
But I could.
I could.
In a crisis.
And I do, but I also don't.
Yeah. That's that.
Oh my God. Okay, wait. So let's just like contextualize what time it is right now. The Oscars happened last night.
Yeah.
And I didn't watch them because like
Me
I'm not
neither.
really into the Oscars.
Me
but
neither.
There's something that you just can't escape on the internet today.
I know. And my friend, Corey, who I actually worked with in college, we were hanging out yesterday. We watched the basketball game together because that's another thing that we can discuss later. But she was excited to go home and watch the Oscars, and she's like asleep by like 10:30 kind of person. Like that's who she is. But she'd been up for basketball like 4 nights in a row, and she's like, I'm gonna stay up and watch the Oscars. I'm like, my bedtime is fucked. I hope that this is good. And like halfway through, she's like, oh my God, Will Smith just slapped him on stage. And I was like, oh wow. So I was kind of glad that she stayed up for it. And like, I didn't watch it. I don't know anything else that happened.
Yeah.
Other than that.
No, that's quite literally the only thing. And I mean, people are saying, for just in case you're living under a rock.
I don't know how you could be missing this.
Yeah.
But.
So Chris Rock, who is a comedian, made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith's alopecia in reference to like G.I. Joe 2, I think.
G.I. Jane.
G.I. Jane, yeah. And in that movie, like she shaves her head. Jada obviously has a shaved head right now. She's like come out about alopecia, I think, in like 2019. So it's been like a minute.
It's been a while.
It's not like, you know, but anyways, he made this joke, and like in the moment when the camera like panned to like the Smith family,
right,
that told like 1,000 stories, because if you looked at Jada, you could obviously see like it bothered her, and like in that moment, like Will Smith was like laughing, and like some people are saying like, oh, he must have thought it was funny. Some people are saying like, oh, well, I mean, you're just taught to smile through everything, like as a celebrity.
And I would have been laughing given what we know happens after that, because it's now in the past.
Yeah.
Been laughing of like, I can't believe that they just said that, you know, like I can also see that, like, oh my God, I cannot believe you just said that to me.
Disbelief, yeah. So, and also your brain just takes like a couple seconds to like compute what just happened. And also he probably looked at Jada and realized how upset she was.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, like he's walking straight up to Chris Rock
on the stage in front of like international TV.
Yeah, and just smacks him.
Yeah,
just, like,
it didn't even look real.
Him.
It literally did not even look real. Like it looked like a movie slap. Like it did not look like a real slap.
Yeah.
And then I just love, he goes, Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me.
Yeah, which I mean, it's like, what can you do besides like, you know.
He handled that very well.
He did handle that very well. And then like Will's just like, keep my fucking like wife's name out of your fucking mouth, like whatever.
And he's like, I will.
No, like, oh my God, that must have been so embarrassing. But like, I guess I kind of just wanted to know your thoughts about like writing that line of like comedy where it's almost insulting, and like when it's crossed, and like how you feel about Will's reaction. Like I need your thoughts.
I think you know what my thoughts are going to be, because I'm just going to say everybody should not be so damn sensitive, and like also you should not hit people. Like I think that's kind of the obvious answer. And also it's not something that is abnormal for them to, like, every year at the Oscars, I do know this, they make jokes about the people in the front row, and that he'd already been making jokes about other people just before he made his joke about Jada.
Yeah.
And so I feel like it was an absolute overreaction. And even if your feelings are hurt and you don't want for them to make a joke like that, you can talk to them about it later, privately, not by hitting them in front of the entire world.
Yeah, I think that's very fair. I think I'm a big fan of like just like using your words. You know,
Me
I
too.
think that can like go a long way, and I feel like men just like are taught to not do that.
So true.
So that was like a little weird, but like, I mean, also, I mean, I have very similar thoughts, but at the same time, I'm kind of just like, I mean, it's like, did no one a part of the Oscars team like screen this joke beforehand?
Oh,
like,
I'm sure. And I'm sure they helped him write it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure, of course they knew that was what it was going to be. I don't think that he just came up with a joke out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm sure 5 people worked on what joke he was going to make about Jada Pinkett Smith.
Yeah, which I think is like even like a little bit sadder though, because it's just like, maybe you should just like think like maybe this won't read well. Like you're making fun of someone's condition, you know? And obviously like making fun of people in general, like, is fine,
right?
But it's like that's like something that's a little bit more sensitive, and maybe you should have, you know, given it a second thought,
right?
And it's like also I'm seeing on like I was on the treadmill today, and I like glanced over at the Fox News TV, because honestly, they have the entertainment, like
they really
not
do.
in like a like, oh my God, this is like great news, but I'm just like, this is camp, like because
it really
anyone who
is.
actually believes anything on the screen, like. Very interesting. But anyways,
it's like concerning.
Yeah, very much so.
I'm checking your levels. Keep talking.
But it was just like, I think a little bit weird to me that a lot of people were saying like, oh, like Will's like a terrible person, like his like career should be canceled, like I've lost my respect for him, like all this shit. I'm like,
people also only know like to have one extreme opinion or the other.
Yeah.
Like people are so fucking stupid, they can't think for themselves. They're either like, he's the best or he's the worst. Like there's no in between.
Yeah.
And also like afterwards, when he actually later wins, which I think is crazy they let him stay there because clearly he's a bit of a danger. He gives this speech about how this man that he was playing would do anything for his family. It's like, what are you trying to do, bro? Like, you're already trying to be your own PR person. Like, before the show's still going, we're still in the same show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think that like did like help his character a little bit. I think it provided a little bit of rationale.
Yeah, okay. So if I like am just gonna decide that I'm gonna play a character in like a local theater where I'm like a murderer, I can murder somebody and people will understand because it was acting.
Okay, no, I'm just saying like, I mean, he was kind of saying, you know, like at your biggest moment, like that is like when the devil comes out or something like that. I don't know. Like he was using some analogy, basically just saying like, I think he like recognized that like obviously he shouldn't have done that.
Of course. I also have a feeling like alcohol and like testosterone also play big factors in this situation.
And it's just like, I mean, like, yes, he definitely shouldn't have slapped him, but I'm like, it's not like he like beat his ass or anything. Like it was like a little slap. I'm sorry, but it's just like, no, it's like, and that's the thing is like Chris Rock isn't pressing charges because he knows it was just like a slap. Like sometimes.
No, he could press charges. You can press charges for somebody slapping you.
No, like he could, but he's not though.
Right.
Like, that's the thing is I'm saying like, I don't think
also he's not because he would be also a bitch if he did it after the whole world watched it. He literally can't do it.
Or it would look like he was a little bitch if he did. But I just think that like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what their dynamic is outside of this. Like, I just feel like, okay, violence is never the answer, period.
Yeah, I'm like, where are you going with this one?
It's never the answer, but I'm just like, I feel like, not to be like heteronormative, but I just feel like sometimes dudes are just like, smack, like, that was stupid. And then he's like, fair. Like, I'm not going to do that again. Move on. You know, like, I don't think it needs to be like as big of a thing as it is. Like,
but also like on international TV in front of everyone.
Yeah.
Like, and there's no way that like, everyone knows that this has happened.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that adds a whole different layer of stakes to the situation. And also that kind of like heteronormative thing is how like is always trouble. Like boys will be boys, whatever the fuck.
I guess I am playing
is a slippery slope. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't know. Don't hit people.
Thoughts. Yeah. Just at the end of the day, like use your fucking words and everything will be fine.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with him though. I hope that he will learn that was obviously a bad move.
Yeah, I'm sure he probably won't do that again. And it's very interesting because I'm just like, he's not like new to this fame thing. I'm sure like things worse have probably been said about him.
Oh,
or his
for
family.
sure. That's one of the things that I think is so interesting too. Like of all the bad things that people can do or say, I also think that as horrible as it is, like when you're famous, you just have to let people say shit because you open yourself up to that. And so like you're expected to, to do it. And if you don't want to talk about something, don't put it out there. Yeah. You know, as much as like that's terrible too, but if like I didn't want people to make jokes about something about me, I just wouldn't say shit about it.
Yeah. But it's like also you really can't when you're like losing your hair. You know,
yeah,
that's not
wear wig.
She did for like a while.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just like at the end of the day, I think that we do have to respect like celebrities as people too. Like even though they are public figures, it's like there shouldn't be like no line that can't be crossed. You know, like.
Well, I agree, but that doesn't mean you should hit somebody over it.
Yeah, no, I agree as well. But I also think that like they were just both in the wrong. Like, you know.
I think one was a little bit more in the wrong than the other one.
I think they're the same level, but
I think that is fucked if you think they're the same level.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know why.
Because like I feel like you should be able to make jokes about things, and like you said, I don't know their dynamic either, but like me and my friends say terrible shit to each other.
But like about like diseases.
Yeah, but I mean it's like it depends. It is something that you can't control, right? But people make fun of things that people can't control all the time too. Like I just think that there are much. Obviously, you shouldn't have said it, but I don't think it's the same thing as getting slapped the shit out of.
I think it's like if you want to go that route, that's something that you need to get approved. Like you need to tell this person like, hey, like I'm going to make a joke like this. Is this cool with you? Like, is this safe territory? Mm-hmm. He clearly didn't do that. Jada has like been very vocal about how sensitive she is about this topic. Like it's not something like that has been in the public eye. So like, it's a sensitive topic. Like, it shouldn't have been, like, touched, you know? Like, there are boundaries that shouldn't be crossed. There are jokes that shouldn't be made sometimes. And, like, I don't think it was, like, a terrible world-altering joke, but, like, to her, like, it was something that was really, like, a big deal. And, like, it was also, like, she's being publicly humiliated in front of, like, also thousands of people, like, hundreds of thousands of people, just like Chris Rock was. Like, which is why I think that they are both just, like, wrong.
I think that I think that's an interesting take. Like, should have been like, are you okay with this? Da da da. Because something that we've talked about a lot on here is like, you know, like the sensitivity and people need to get over it and stuff. So I think that it's interesting that you've kind of flipped.
Yeah, because I think that, like, I don't think it's the same thing as, like, making a joke about something else that someone can't control, like their height or, like, something like that. Like, I think it's totally something different. Like, I don't know. And it's, like, even though it has been, like, a couple years, it's still a fresh wound. And, again, like, it's something that she has literally said she's insecure about. So, like,
right.
Why fuel the fire? You know? I don't know.
In the name of comedy, I guess. I don't know either.
And it, like, the joke wasn't really funny.
No,
you know?
It wasn't.
That's the other thing. It's like, it didn't land. Like,
that's what I was telling Corey last night when she texted me. I was like, damn, if this is going to happen, like, it could have at least been a funny bit.
Yeah,
like, it really wasn't
like,
even that funny.
That would be, like, another thing, but it's just, like, it was missing that mark, so it just came off as, like, a poor taste joke. Like, you know? I don't know.
They're not all winners.
Yeah. But
maybe if you had made a better joke about it, then we wouldn't be in this situation.
Honestly, but no, I commend Chris Rock for maintaining his professionality.
Yeah, imagine what, like, the fact that he just kind of was like, okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Like, that, I would be so shocked. I would not have known what to do. And he really did kind of keep it together.
Yeah, he
as
did.
much as one could in that situation.
No, but I know he probably got off that stage and was like,
what the hell just happened?
Like, I would have been sick.
I bet his face hurts today for sure.
Because it looked like he got him good.
It did.
So.
Yeah.
Honestly, Chris should have just, like, walked up when Will was giving a speech and just decked him. I think that would have been even and fair. And then we could have moved on, and I don't think there would have been discourse today.
Justice has been restored. Everybody slapped everyone. Everyone's good.
No, eye for an eye. Like, I'm very much a primitive fan of that. Like, I don't know.
That's terrible. Oh my God. Yeah, it has been quite an event. That has really been all that everybody has been talking about today. There's really not that much else to talk about in the world.
I know.
So
I'm sure you guys, by the time that you guys hear this, you will have heard every single opinion and thought about this discourse. So I'm sorry. But,
and I'm sure it's, like, already a completely different scenario, like, situation.
Yeah.
By the time this is airing too. Whatever. This is our opinion the day after. You get what you get. Don't fuss a bit.
Yeah. Okay. And you also said the game happened yesterday. You watched that.
Yeah. So we
played St. Pete game.
Yeah, St. Peter's. I was fucking cheering for St. Peter's so hard. I was like, I don't even care who wins. I was like I was St. Peter's biggest fan. I was so sad that they flopped with us. I knew we were probably going to win this game.
So weak. And yet on your story, I see, let's go.
Yeah,
UNC.
because I knew we were probably going to win this game, right? But I was so here for the underdog story of them.
Yeah, I was. I was just here because, like, I'm ready for people to stop talking about basketball. So
I love basketball.
No, I'm trying to really get into it because
you were out having a blue cup watching some basketball.
Yeah.
Fake?
No, I know I was. And it's just like, that was like, I'm a chronic hater. Like, I'm sorry. Like, things that people enjoy, I'm going to hate on them.
Yeah.
Just because, like, that's my personality trait. And also, like, anything especially that's, like, most predominantly, like, straight, I'm just like, no. So yeah, and I'm just like, it's a ball, you know? But
I love basketball.
But in the name of school spirit, everyone's always like, oh my God, like, you're a senior, like, you should, like, really treasure these moments or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I went out and it was cute.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Saturday. We're playing Duke for the first time in the Final Four in history, which is kind of insane.
Yeah, no, that will be like...
And nobody ever anticipated us to get here.
I know. We're kind of also an underdog.
Yeah, we really are. Like... It's a very exciting moment, and I may or may not be in Chapel Hill on Saturday night.
Oh my God, cute. Wait, is the game, like, local? No. Oh, you're just like...
It's in New Orleans.
Okay,
yeah,
cute.
Just coming to...
That should be cute.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess, like, I have to watch it. It is, like, a big game.
It's a historical event.
Yeah, like a moment. So
yeah.
I will be there.
It's very exciting.
Yeah. Do you think we're going to win?
Honestly, the thing with Duke and UNC, I know that we're an entertainment show, but now we're also a sports podcast for this moment.
This is ESPN.
Right. The thing about it is with them, you can never really know who's going to win. Like the stats and
it's always back and forth.
Yeah, the history, it kind of tends to not matter so much when they play together. So it could go either way. I'm excited for it no matter what.
Should be good.
Yeah.
Did you ever make like the brackets or like do the seeds or whatever? What?
No, I have not made a bracket. I'm not a big bracket person. I like watching everybody else's brackets fall apart, but I'm like, I only really care about us.
Yeah.
I'm a bit selfish.
In high school, like I was in this like computer class with like a bunch of like fugly, like musty boys. And they would
oh my god,
actually no, like it was like such a big deal. Like my teacher was literally like, no, like if whoever has the best bracket like gets like extra credit basically.
Yeah.
So of course I had to make one, but like I don't know shit about shit, so like I would literally just be like, this name is so cute, Villanova. Yes. Slay. Like I don't know, and I would be pretty decent.
Yeah.
And also, like, I feel like the seeds, I mean, they don't tell you a lot, but they tell you, like, a little bit.
Yeah. Enough to know that, like, the one that's the
Except
smaller
St.
number.
Peters was,
I know. And I was cheering for them with my whole heart. I was really so proud of St.
I
Peters.
feel like that really fucked up everybody's bracket.
Oh, for sure. But nobody, like, that is the first time a 15 seed had ever made it to the Elite Eight ever in history. It's just been a historical championship.
Love that for everybody. Go team.
Yeah, put the ball in the hoop. Ayo.
Let's go.
Yeah, but I mean, that was 2 games this weekend. So a lot of that. I bought a new couch.
Oh my God, yes, you were talking about this. And
Not
it was
the
like
one.
The custom.
Yes, it was. I actually did not get that one.
Okay.
I went actual physical shopping into a store. Can you believe that?
What store?
I went to a couple different ones, but there's one. Whitley Furniture. They're closing. I don't know if you've seen it. I grew up going to this place a lot because my mom did some like interior decorating type things, and it's like a store that's a whole city block of furniture. I would get lost in that place, and I thought that going back as an adult, I was gonna be like, wow, this like vision of it that I had in my head as a kid of it being like this cool, crazy, like big place is gonna like fall apart. Nope. Still there. It's still a cool, crazy, big place. But they're going out of business. So
love that. Have you ever seen like their like commercials for like things like that? They're like,
yes.
Sale.
Everything must go. Yeah. But they had one there that was like it had almost everything that I was looking for, and it's gonna get here on Wednesday. So I don't have to wait until fucking June for it to arrive.
That's so hot. What color is it? Is it cute?
It's called cement, so it's like a shiny gray.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it's the same like velvety texture of my couch now.
Okay, cute.
But it's so much more comfortable. I'm so excited.
Love that.
And so, of course, that being said, I've also decided that because the couch is changing, I've taken the full liberty of thinking, well, let me just redecorate basically everything.
As you should. It's been like 2 years. So
yeah.
Like now...
So I got a new bed frame. I got a new comforter.
Oh, girl.
Yeah. Like I'm going crazy. I bought this like little storage thing that I wanted earlier. We're just really switching shit up just because like fucking why not?
Yeah.
It's been a while. And when I bought all of my stuff, I was poor, like I had mentioned when I was giving you advice. And now I have more cash. So I was like, let me just upgrade
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
so,
it's like probably you won't have to do that for like another while. So.
Yeah, so next time you see my house, it'll probably look like a different house.
It's very fun.
I know. I'm excited.
I am excited to decorate as well because I'm about to move, but I'm really poor. So I don't know what it's going to be giving, honestly.
Yeah.
We'll see. But I mean, yeah, should be fun. I mean, I'm hoping to like sublease first. So like
maybe there will be furniture there already.
I'm hoping to like have like a furnished place. That way I can like, save a little bit of cash. Then like also maybe look at like Facebook Marketplace in New York. That might be really cute. I don't know.
Or like the fucking streets.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll find a couch on the corner. Who knows?
People won't have.
I know, yeah.
So, but I don't know how. I mean, I've literally seen people like carry furniture into the subway.
Yeah.
So like maybe that's what it's gonna be giving. I don't know. We'll see.
That would be quite an adventure.
Yeah. The idea of just like moving is just like not great. I like it just makes my head burn.
Yeah, I hate moving too. Like, I kind of was thinking about moving because my lease was almost up and I was thinking about moving. And
Like
I
to
was
another apartment like close by, right?
yeah, or to like a little tiny house or something. I was like, maybe I'll move. And then I like really thought about it. I was like, I don't want to fucking do that. Like, I'm comfortable where I am. Like, I would much rather just not move, you know? It's just so much fucking work. It takes everything out of you, and then you lose half your shit.
Yeah.
And then, like...
It takes a while to find the other half of your shit, like, once you move.
Right. It sucks.
Yeah.
So, I don't envy you for that at all.
Yeah, no, I know. But change, yay, right?
It's exciting.
Change is exciting.
Mm-hmm. It's good for you.
Yeah, it's been a while, and I... haven't really had like an existence outside of school, so this will be like a very interesting change of events.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, because I feel like everyone's like, always just like college is the best years of your life.
No.
And I just like don't think that's what my life is going to be giving.
I also don't think that that was what my life is giving either.
Yeah. And why would you strive for like your early 20s to be like the best time of your life?
Why would you ever strive for any moment to be the best moment, knowing that you're going to have moments after them?
Yeah.
Like, why am I going to be like, okay, these 4 years from 18 to 22 or however the fuck old you are going to be the best years of my life. And from there on, the rest of my life is just going to suck absolute cheeks and I should just die like ASAP. Like, why would you do that? Will never understand because it just feels so bleak. Like, bitch, you really gave up that fast? Like, you quit that quickly?
Right. Because you're literally like a child still. Almost.
Right. So, and also, it was my birthday on Thursday.
Oh my God. Yes. What did you do?
Just had some lunch with some friends, had some dinner with my family. It was fucking pouring rain, which it always is for some reason. So just kind of took the rest of the weekend to like, do fun things for my birthday weekend. But I'm 25 and I remember thinking like, oh my God, that is so old. It's not fucking old at all. It's just like
I still low key think it's old, but
everybody else thinks that they've, they peaked. In college, and that 25 is so old, you might as well just dig your own grave and die. But I'm still having a great fucking time.
Good, as you should. No, I'm actually really excited for my 30s.
Okay.
I think it'll be a fun time.
Yeah.
It's like by that time, like you're set in your career, like you've got a little cash, like you're like still living your life. I will be living my no kids fantasy. I hope still, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. And I think that would just be like really cute. I don't know. And I feel like 30-year-olds are hot.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, like I don't know.
There might be something to unpack there. No, I'm just kidding.
No, there definitely is. You speak your truth, yeah, and I will speak mine.
I feel like something that I have been working on is trying to not think that like the next moment is going to be much more exciting and try to enjoy this one because I think that sometimes makes me enjoy the whatever I've imagined in the future less, even if it's still good, if it's not exactly the way that I thought it was going to be.
You can't set your expectations too high for sure.
Yeah, I'm the queen of high expectations. I have very high expectations for myself and everyone. That's and honestly, it's horrible.
Yeah, no, because then you're just let down. I've honestly decided that like I'm just going to expect nothing.
Yeah.
Honestly, less than nothing. And then you're almost never disappointed.
No.
Especially when it comes to like just like other people. Because I feel like you just cannot expect anything
you
from
can't
anybody.
Trust shit. No, you cannot trust people for shit.
No.
Like bare minimum. You should just pretend that they are whatever you need them to do, they're going to do the opposite and accept that. And if they just don't do anything at all, then that's a win. You know what I mean?
I agree. Do you have daddy issues?
So bleak. I don't think so, no.
Interesting.
Why?
I don't know. I was just wondering.
Just wondering.
Just curious.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think it like shows up in any other part of your life?
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know, like the like people that you attract or like the people that you like or like
I don't think so, no. I talked to a therapist about that one time. I was like, do you think I have this? And we talked about it, and they're like, you seem kind of good. I was like, thanks.
I know. It's something about you're just like very rational. I feel like.
Thanks.
You're just like, no.
Well, I kind of grew up really fast.
Yeah.
And so I think that probably is not good for you either. But I also think that I've just always been pretty level-headed, like, adjusted. Thanks. That question kind of scared me a little bit. I was like, wait, do I?
Yeah, I don't really know if I do either. Word would have it on the street probably.
Yeah. But so like what are they what are the characteristics? What are the symptoms?
Nah, you're asking the wrong person.
Yeah.
I can't self-diagnose myself. So, I mean, okay, I would say, like, you have an issue maybe with, like, authority or, like, and that could go either way. Like, you want someone else to be, like, authoritative or over you, or, like, you want to be that authoritative. Figure.
Authoritative.
I don't know if that's even a word. I made it up, but honestly, I think
you said it right. I didn't.
No, and then also like probably like just the male energy that you attract in your life is just like either abusive or like similar to whatever situation you had, or like you just find yourself like, I don't know, in those situations like again, or you're like searching for whatever hole that filled in your life, I guess. Yeah. So, and like, I'm like not dramatic, you know, like I don't, things like that. I'm just like, ugh, okay. Like honestly, as soon as I feel like emotions, I'm like, ew. Like
that might be something too. Yeah, but no, I'm also that way. I'm like, ugh, that's too much energy.
Like I really can't cry. Like,
yeah, it takes me a lot to cry. I had cried a couple of weeks ago for like the first time in a while, and I was like, where is this even coming from? It was like, I was just touching my face and I was like, what are these?
No, like literally.
Yeah, I was like, literally, what is going on? I hate doing that shit.
Yeah, I just feel so embarrassed. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just like an embarrassing like moment. And also, it's just like sometimes like I'll have the like urge to cry. Like, and I'll like want to cry. And then I'll like sit there and it's just like, this is so embarrassing. Like, I'm just sitting here like waiting for the tears to come. And they're just not coming because in my mind, I'm just like, you're literally forcing these. Isn't that really embarrassing of you?
Well, I don't cry a lot about like real life things. Like I don't, because I mean, my life is pretty good. Like I don't really have anything to cry about in it. But yeah, but like if I see like there's this video of this like girl who was like making it on American Idol, and her story was just so beautiful. I was like sobbing, like I had tears coming down from my face for that. Like, so, like I cry,
emotional cry, like tears of joy almost.
Yeah, I cry about happy things all the fucking time. I cry when I think about the end of Meet the Robinsons for too long. It's so like it just makes me so emotional. But other than that, like if like bad things happen in my life, like it takes honestly a lot for me to cry, which is probably like when I do every 6 to 8 months, it's like kind of exhausting.
I agree, honestly. I haven't really cried. Like I can only think of like 2 like films, movies, TV, like anything like that I've ever cried at, and I feel like that's probably like what I'm most likely to cry at, which is sad because I only can account of 2 things.
Yeah.
But the first one was Crazy Rich Asians. Like, it was the marriage scene, and I was just like, this is literally the most beautiful thing I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Aww. Like I was just like, wow, like why am I crying right now?
Right.
How embarrassing. No, and then also Soul, like the movie
Soul.
Oh
yeah.
The ending of that was just like really cute and fun and fresh.
I still haven't seen that. Maybe I should.
No, you actually should. I don't remember a single thing from it, but I know that it was good.
I just kind of like have this thing against like watching like Disney Pixar movies as an adult.
No, I hate Disney adults.
Yeah, I'm just like think I'm so traumatized and terrified that I would end up being that at all, that I just don't even want to. It's like I don't want to become addicted to Coke, so I'm just not going to do it. No, I don't want to be a Disney adult, so I'm just not going to watch Disney Pixar movies.
And I think that's very fair and valid because I feel like it must be some type of trap or slope or something.
Yeah,
that many people are falling into.
It is like a cult like level shit too. Yeah. Like people who love it like really love it.
No, they terrify me too.
They scare the shit out of me. Like all those little white girls with their Mickey ears on. Yeah. Like there's no army that I am more afraid of.
Like you're fully there.
No, there's an issue.
You know, and so I'm like, so what's the limit for you?
Right.
You know, like how far will you go?
Exactly. Like, what are you gonna do next?
No, literally. Like I feel like nothing's off limits.
Exactly.
Scary.
And like this is not to say that if you like a Disney movie, like you're a fucking freak. Like of course not. But like
maybe, but not. Probably not.
But
probably not.
Yeah, but. I don't know. Okay.
No, I agree. Shout out to any Disney adults.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You probably hate us now. But honestly, whatever.
You know what?
We probably wouldn't have been friends anyway.
Literally.
Yeah. But I mean, I cry at things like that. Like I feel like I'm a lot I'm more emotional. I'm not super emotional, but I think I'm more emotional than most people expect for me to be.
No, I wouldn't peg you to have any emotion, like not even a single.
Yeah, most people
not a singular one.
tend to think that. Yeah, I do have some.
Oh my God, thank you for coming out.
Thanks. Sometimes I cry, sometimes I laugh. Sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm sad. It's crazy.
Oh my God, something else that I wanted to ask you actually was like, are you aware of any of your like toxic traits?
Yeah. I saw that on the document when you typed it like at midnight a couple days ago.
Oh, yeah.
I got the notification. I was like, what the fuck could this be?
Yeah.
And I was trying to think about it. And I think that I like being alone, and I'm really comfortable being alone. And I think because of that, sometimes I just like don't care about what somebody else is thinking or doing. And I just like probably should a little bit more, I think that's probably my worst one, because I just feel like that results in like so many things ending when they were like fine, just because like I didn't have the energy to put into it anymore.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
I mean, if you know that about yourself, I feel like it's like less bad.
Yeah, but I still do it.
Yeah, maybe you should work on that.
I'm trying. I also tried to apologize to that person that I was like, maybe I should apologize to them. And I think I just made it worse.
Oh my God.
So maybe I shouldn't try. Maybe I should just give up.
Yeah, sometimes it's just a lost cause.
Yeah.
Anyways. Okay, I think that the only one that I really can think about is like, I genuinely believe that that music taste is not subjective, and that I just have the best music taste.
That is that's an interesting one.
Of like everyone. Yeah, no, like it's really bad though. Like I will like hardcore judge some people, and it's like I probably don't have the best music taste, but I'm just like, how could anyone not live for everything on my playlist? Like I don't get it. Like why you're not gagged? And it's like I get so mad at like Solma, my boyfriend, because I'm just like, why don't you like this? Or like why don't we have the same favorite song? And honestly, I'm just like, I'll just be like, no, you have terrible taste. That's the only like answer. That's the only explanation. Like, cause
it's obviously not you.
Yeah.
Right. Of course. No, I get that. I think everybody likes to think that they have the best music taste because they listen to the things that they like. So obviously, if they like them, then they're the best.
Yeah.
And everybody else is wrong.
Yeah.
So I think everybody probably thinks they have.
But no, and it's like I understand that, but like.
Yours is like especially bad?
I mean, it's just like a little bit higher, like, on that list of like good. I don't know. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I should make playlists. People keep asking me to make playlists, but I'm really bad at making playlists.
I've been thinking about making a playlist recently. I also think I have a great taste in music. Our taste is different though, so you probably think it's trash.
I mean, no, but we still like this.
Kidding.
Oh yeah.
It was a joke.
Okay, work. But I will say
we do still like some of the same things.
I will say though that our friendship started on similar music tastes.
It did.
Trisha Paytas.
Yeah, Queen.
John Bellion.
Yeah. But I was gonna say I'm thinking pretty good at making playlists. Honestly, I've been thinking about I make them all the time for myself for fun. So I was thinking maybe I'll start sharing my playlists with the world.
No, you totally should. I'm not good at making playlists because I like hyperfixate on them being like so curated and like so. I don't know. And then I end up not listening to them because it's normally like maybe 20 songs, and it's like.
You have to spend some time on it. You have to like let it go for a couple days, come back to it, think about what you can add, delete some things if the transition's wrong. Because I also, maybe this is kind of a toxic trait too. I think that playlist should be listened to in a specific order. It should be listened to in the order from the first song to the order of the last song, and it should not be played on shuffle. Everything that I make intended to go from one direction to the other. Yeah, I feel like that's obvious. That's how albums are too. So like, I literally cannot listen to music on shuffle. It drives me fucking insane.
Interesting. I love a shuffle moment.
I hate it. I'm like, my vibe is gonna get so fucked if I go from one thing to the next. I also think though that I've had my Spotify for like. I've been a Spotify person since I was like 11 or 12.
Shit.
So like I've got a lot of shit on there. You know what I mean? And I've done a lot of different things. I've played and listened to a lot of different music, and I feel like my vibes are so fucking crazy. Like you go from like hip hop to country to like classical to like you can't have a vibe off of that on shuffle.
Yeah, I recently just switched to Spotify. Not really recently, but like last year.
Yeah, after we bullied you into
And it was
doing
deserved.
that.
It was deserved. I don't know why I was ever defending Apple Music.
You really were, like,
no,
hard.
I was down boots. Like, she was like, why was I going to war and battle for her?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, Spotify is so superior. Like,
It really is.
It really just is. Like, if you're an Apple Music user, like,
get
the fuck off of this podcast.
I never thought that I would hear that come out of your mouth. Your takes are crazy today, Ken.
I know, I'm wild. I know. No, Spotify just really changed my life.
It's really good. It's just it's
and
just
it puts
the
you on
best.
so much more music, and that's the difference. Like, if you need any like sort of convincing that you need to switch to Spotify, like, I just want you to spend like literally a week just liking songs on Spotify, listening to songs on Spotify, and I bet my bottom dollar that your curated like playlists are gonna be so much more like accurate to what your personal taste is than what Apple Music is. And I think it's because they actually take into consideration like the sonics of a song, like all of the components of a song versus like Apple Music. It's just like, oh, Ariana Grande's pop, so that must mean you'll like Taylor Swift because she's also pop. And it's like, no.
That's another cult of people that scare me is Taylor Swift fans.
I know. Okay, so that's why the reason why I did bring up my boyfriend, because he likes Taylor Swift, and I'm just like,
sorry.
Why? Like, it's like I want to be respectful.
Terrible.
Like, I do want to be respectful, but like Taylor Swift, like, I don't know, I just can't get into it.
I think there's a cross section between Disney adults and people who listen to Taylor Swift. I honestly do. I think that there's an overlap. The Venn diagram of that is a circle.
No, stop! Oh my god, yeah, it really is.
Yeah, which is so sad. Because I can't do it with her. I've never enjoyed her music at any point in time.
Yeah.
She's like just whiny to me, and obviously you and everyone who listens to our show knows how much I hate that.
Yeah.
So I just cannot do it.
Which I feel like is a hot take of us, because like people are really eating up like her latest stuff, and like
I don't know why.
I'm just like, what setting are you listening to this shit in? Like, when do you like? You're just like, oh, I'm gonna listen to music, and like Taylor Swift is who you think of,
right?
Like, I just don't get it. But
right.
I mean, again, I said I like to hate. Like, I'm a chronic hater, so like if that makes me a villain, then so fucking be it.
Right. I honestly,
I can play the villain.
I can too. Listen, I think we might both be villains just a little bit, but that's fine.
And that's fine.
Yeah, I'm totally good with that. Because I still think I'm doing a good thing.
Right.
But I think my other toxic traits that I have, that's probably one of the biggest ones, the first one. Then I think another toxic trait that I have is like, I like things the way that I like them, and if things aren't the way that I like them, then like I'm pissed off. And like sometimes that can lead to me thinking that I probably know more about it, which is not true. And I know that it's not true, and most of the time I don't really think that. I know that it comes across that way though.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't like me for that, and that is fine. And it's never my intention. And when I do that shit, typically I'll either apologize or people know that I don't mean it.
Yeah.
But like, I definitely can see that one for myself too.
I'm so weak. That is like so very self-aware of you.
Thanks.
I think I share like similar like qualities though. Like, which I think is like why like sometimes when we're like trying to work together, we're both just like, no, but like see it this way.
Right.
You know? And we're just like, but see it this way. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just like,
yeah.
Yeah. But no, I totally get that. Other toxic traits of mine, I would say probably like just being unemotional in general.
Yeah.
Like, I similarly, like, I really do struggle to like show empathy sometimes, I think. For different things. Like, I can empathize with like really bad things, you know? But just like sometimes I'm just like
surface level kind of shit.
Yeah, just like people's like emotions that like aren't just, I don't know. I feel like honestly, like I think that I'm pretty realistic with my emotions, and like I try to take them from a perception of like being a
more
realist.
logical. Yeah,
just like, so I never really act out an emotion like that much. So when people are very emotional or like just can't get a grip and of a hold of their emotions, I'm just like, are you 12? Like, I don't know. I'm just like, grow up. Like, you know?
No, I get that.
So it can be really hard for me to like understand when people are just like being emotional.
Yeah, I think I'm also not that great with that either. I normally just like sit there and just don't say anything. Because like, I also like, I think all kind of opposite of that, I always try to not fix people, but I always try and help people too much. Nice. Good thing you're not wearing a shirt because you just covered that all over your chest.
Suddenly this is for OnlyFans.
Yeah. I think I try to fix people or help people when they don't even necessarily want to be helped. And it's just because I don't know why I do that, honestly. I really don't. And sometimes it ends up being bad for me. Even if it is good for them, like even if the help is good and they do want it, sometimes it ends up being worse for me. And I'm like, why the fuck do I do this to myself?
That's so interesting. I never would have like suspected that behavior from you.
Yeah. I'm full of...
I know you're like a complex person.
Yeah, I'm full of twists and turns.
Love that. Do you know your Enneagram?
Yes, I know what it was. So I haven't taken it in years. And quite frankly, I honestly think it might be different. But I was an ENTJ.
Oh, shit. I didn't mean... Isn't that Myers-Briggs?
Oh, Enneagram. You're right.
Yeah.
Just kidding. That's the number.
The number.
I'm an 8.
Oh my God, cute. Me too.
Yeah.
I'm an 8 and a 3.
I'm an 8 and a... What's the other one? It's not a 3. It's like the wing in the other direction. I don't know. I like that one because the Enneagram lady for that, like the little picture that comes with it, looks like my mom. I think that's so funny.
Love that.
But yeah, I don't know what the other number is. And honestly, I think that a lot of that is right, but I also haven't taken that in years. So I feel like it also might be different because I think I've done a lot of growing up recently.
Yeah. No,
I feel like my personality type is different. Maybe I'll
report back.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that later today.
And I'm an ENTJ also.
Oh my God, that's so weird.
Why?
Because that's the same. We have just both have the same one. Both of them.
Oh, you're an ENTJ?
Yeah.
Love that for us.
What the fuck? I
mean,
feel like
are you surprised though?
No, but I feel like it's one of this, like, there should not just be 2 ENTJs in one room. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they're not supposed to get along. Like, we need the IF. What is it?
We do need some opposites.
SP?
But I think we're both like obsessed with ourselves, so we're just like,
Kinda
wow.
True. Yeah.
What a reflection. I'm just like, no, she gets it.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe we just want to hang out with each other because we remind each other of ourselves. That's toxic as fuck.
No, that is. So I guess both of us have the same toxic trait.
Yeah, I love that. LOL. Now, I also think that, like, I don't know. I kind of hate the term toxic because I feel like it makes everything inherently negative when not necessarily all of it is, I feel like. Or maybe it is, and that's a toxic trait in of itself.
But I don't know. I mean, because I do think that we're just all complex human beings.
Right.
And I feel like parts of our toxic traits are like, I don't know, what's the word? Like, they coincide with like other parts of our personalities that like somehow work to make like a cute little puzzle piece.
Yeah. So adorable. What a beautiful metaphor.
Right. I'm really proud of myself for that one.
Yeah. I wonder, let us know what your toxic traits are.
No, please do. Actually, y'all need to fucking start commenting, like, in the comments, or, like, just give me... Oh, my God. My aunt actually texted me today and was just like, please never stop your podcast.
Oh, my God. That is so sweet.
No. And I'm just like, LOL, not, like, half of our listeners being, like, above the age of 40. Right. I live for that, honestly. Like, that's not... Like, that's a great thing.
Yeah, it really is. I was talking to... Oh, it was on my birthday. I had 2 of, like, my really good friends who I hadn't talked to really in a while text me and say, happy birthday. I'm listening to your podcast. I was like, so we need to check the numbers for my birthday because it seems everybody
went
and started listening.
Like, I'm going to ask for that for my next
Thanks
gift.
for the gift. Yeah, like, thank you for the numbers. But I always just think it's so weird when, like, people who are our friends listen because I just feel like they could, like I said, they could just talk to us.
No, literally. And honestly, our viewership has been going up recently, which I really appreciate you guys for, like, taking the time to listen to us.
Yeah.
I think people are actually realizing that, like, we actually have something to say.
Yeah, and we're kind of fucking funny.
Like, a little bit.
Just
mostly Cee Cee.
Stop! That's
I'm
so
just
nice.
Here.
No, you're funny, babe.
I'm the supporting role.
You're funny. We're supporting each other.
Oh my God, stop. Yeah, no, but what was I gonna say?
Yeah, I love the video that you ended up cutting from the last one, though.
No, I know, and it was kind of controversial,
really
honestly.
What do you mean?
I feel like people like don't agree that
I don't want to hold or walk or whatever.
Oh wait, no, I released an episode today.
Oh, you posted it today?
Yeah,
Wait.
and so the clip
Hold on. I'm going to look at it.
Oh my God, we're getting a live reaction, y'all.
Yeah, I'm worried. What is it going to be?
But I've received a lot of support from it, but also like just some people giving their opinions in the.
Oh.
Wow. Like there are lots of ugly people in relationships. Like
there are. So every problem has its lid. Like you will find your boo. You know, like I don't know. I'm just like get over yourself. Yeah. Like there are definitely some.
I hate when I do that. Yeah.
Criteria. Like I do that, like you can like just count a whole.
Me just staring at you.
Because of social media, everyone's just like, no, but like, you have to love me. I'm beautiful. Everyone is beautiful. Yeah. We're all beautiful. You have to love me.
Like,
no. Social media. Right. That's different.
Oh my God.
Certain people are telling you that you are beautiful on social media. Other people are the same shit and they're not thinking it either. You know? Yeah. Like, you don't know.
Not us just laughing at ourselves. But honestly,
I forgot about this conversation. Okay, so I forgot about this conversation. That was a lot.
Right. So basically, we were just talking about like how not everybody's beautiful and like we need to stop being delusional. And I have further thoughts on this topic.
Okay, let's talk about it now. Let's get it out of the way.
Because I would like to, clear the air. Like, no, we're not saying that like, you're just fucking ugly. I mean, you could be just fucking ugly. But
we don't know.
That's totally fine. Like my issue with this whole like discourse of like everyone is beautiful is like we're still placing like emphasis on like looks being one of the most important things about.
It's still emphasis on beauty. Yeah, exactly. Which is not that important.
I'm like, you didn't like change whatever you were saying that you wanted to change about beauty standards. You're just now included. So you're like, okay, it's fine. It's like, no, like there are other parts of like, you don't have to be beautiful. Like that's not the only thing that you can bring to a relationship. Like you can be like funny. You can have money. Like there are other things you can bring.
Listen, if you're not pretty, just be rich.
Right. Like, I'm sorry, there are options. Like, like, no, but seriously, though.
I don't know that you're making this better.
Okay, I'm being facetious.
You started better,
but no, just in general, though, I just feel like it's, and yes, like, beauty is subjective. That's my other thing is, like, you're just never going to be beautiful to everyone.
No.
Like, you will find people who view you as beautiful, but, like, why are you spending your time and, like, wasting your breath trying to convince everyone that you are beautiful?
Yeah. I support that.
Right?
Valid.
I think that's a very level-headed, like, thought.
Yeah. Not everybody has to be pretty. And pretty is not the most important thing.
Yeah. And, like, honestly, I think it's a reflection of yourself if you are letting some fucking, like, twig, like, white boy tell you that you're fucking ugly or something.
So
like,
true.
That means that you believe that about yourself. Like, that should literally roll off the fucking shoulder.
Yeah.
Because what does he have to say? Like, like, I don't know. I'm just like, how about you work on building your own confidence for yourself instead of worrying about, like, how everyone else is perceiving you? Because it's not the serve that you think it is.
I think that you're absolutely right.
I need you to give me some debate. Give me some.
I don't have anything to debate. I just think that your opinion is correct, and I completely agree. Is that so wrong?
No. You can tell me that again if you want to.
No, because I think it's true. I think that what we said then was true, and I think what you've said now is true. And I think clarifying it helps. But I think also, like, shut the fuck up.
Right. Right.
That's what I'll add to it.
I know.
Well, this has been a great episode.
No, it has. We've had some hills and valleys.
Yeah. We've had some heated moments, some calm moments.
Some lows.
Yeah.
Some crying moments and some laughing moments.
So many emotions for two emotionless people.
I know.
But yeah, I guess like we were saying before, now we got fans, so we have to just keep doing this forever.
I know we do. We really do.
I know.
Y'all stay beautiful and
not that after everything you just said about beauty not being important, but stay beautiful or stay rich or stay
everyone
funny.
Who listens to Yikes is hot. Like that is a fact. Like,
the ones that we know of.
Yeah.
All just like track record, all sexy.
Yeah.
So,
so with that, I mean, I guess have a good night. Y'all see you next week. Right?
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.